Hello learners. So today we will learn the different types of the bar charts available in visual in Power BI, and we'll see what is the difference between this, stacked bar chart, stacked column chart, clustered bar chart, clustered column chart, okay, 100% stack bar chart and 100% columns. So what is the difference between this first row? Okay, all these charts we will cover in this video. So first let's go to the clustered bar chart. So I have created one text box here, okay, and I give it name as a stack bar chart, and I'll click in this canvas. So this is the canvas, and click on stack bar chart. So stack bar chart is basically given us the visualization when we have the key values on two or three more than two matrix. Okay, so let's suppose I wanted to see on the y-axis. You can see on the y-axis I wanted to read about what are the total sales which has happened on the specific products. Okay, so what you can see, I'll put this product in the y-axis. Okay, product on the y-axis, and I wanted to see the total price or total sales, so I put the x-axis, the total sales. Okay, instead of product, what I can say, do we have a product? Okay, let me remove. Let's not select. Okay, okay, no problem. I'll select this here. Product and product category do we have, or do we have what we can say? Customer type. Let's see the customer type. Okay, in my legend. Okay, let's come here. So now you can see these are the first. If I show you, let me drag a little bit and I'll show you. So this is a sum of the total price on the product. So tablet, make the total sale of the tablet is this much, laptop, printer, all these things. And if I wanted to see for each of the customer type, okay, so if I put the customer, the moment I give the customer time in the legend, so it is giving, okay, we have a two type of customers only. So let's take some other thing which will give me a more payment method. Okay, let's put the payment method here. Okay, now we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 payment method here. So we can here see the total sales made on each of the product, and these are the payment methods. So this is what we can, but this is not a good example actually. Let me what we can do, let's remove all of it. I need to show some of the other things here. I'll take the another sheet. Okay, this is the customer purchase history, and I wanted to see here the customer purchase history, and I wanted to see the product category in the y-axis. Okay, and I wanted the total price which is happened on each of the category. You can see the office supply, furniture, and electronics. Okay, and for each of this I wanted to see, let's suppose these in legend we have to put the value here. Let's suppose the not customer payment method is this. What is this payment method? Okay, this is a product. Okay, if I put the product in the legend, so you can see we have these many products. Okay, so what will happen here, stacked means stacked bar chart. For each of the category of product category, I have only one bar. So you can see this office supply, I have one bar here, but this has got stuck by the legend which I have put. What is the legend here? Product. So for this particular office supply, I have one bar. In that we have different categories of the product. So you can see, if my screen is very small, what you can see, if it is not visible, I can understand. What we can do here is, there is a spotlight. If you click on a spotlight, all other things in your canvas will be grayed out, so this will be more visible. Still it is not visible, what you can do, you can remove the spotlight and click on this. Okay, so it will maximize it. Now you can see, I'll legend is basically these, the colored which is added in your bar. Okay, and you can see if you click on the tablet, so legend, so it will highlight the that particular bar or that particular area of your bar of the specific category. You can see for the office category, office supply, okay, product is tablet, and this much of sale has been done. Okay, for each of the category. If I click on you can say laptop, so laptop area will be, or this particular product will be visible in each of the category, and how much sale is done, it is mentioned here. Okay, so some of the total price, it is coming like 150 something something. If I don't want this, I wanted to show it, I mean, in some thousand or something like that. So data labels is there. Data labels, if I click here, you can see, if I click on the data labels, it is coming in millions. Okay, 1.5 millions, these are the sale. So if I wanted to see, if you come here and position, if you wanted to, this position it is coming in the center, auto is selected. If I wanted to inside end of the, I wanted to display by the end of it, so it will display like this. Okay, if I come here, value, inside the value you can see some of the total price and display unit. This is the unit. By default it is displaying in the billion. I wanted to display in the thousand, so it is giving me 1,000. You can change into the trillions, you can change into the if you click on none, so it will give the entire value. Okay, make it as in 1,000, so this value will come like this. Okay, so now this is something, it is giving me the list of all the sale, the total sale which has happened on the different category on the particular products. Okay, and why it is called the stacked, as the name suggests, it is called stacked bar chart. That means for each of the category only one bar, and it is stacked by the different products. Okay, now the very good thing is, if I go back to report, if I select this report, okay, and if we wanted to change it to the stacked column chart, so what will happen, it is a kind of a transpose, whatever what you have in Excel, right? Rows to column, column to rows. So similar way, whatever the categories here, it's coming in the y-axis, it will come to the x-axis, and the sum of the total price will go to, so it's a kind of transpose. So if I click on this stacked bar chart, if I keep it selected and click on this stacked column chart, so it will come like this. See here, office supply, this is coming like, so office supply categories now come in the y-axis, and price are coming, sales is coming on the y-axis, on y-axis. Okay, so this is way you can see. Okay, but the values will intact. Okay, it is just a visual representation will be changed. If you see office supply for tablet, it is 168.12. okay, if I go here and I'll check it here, office supplies for tablet, if I click in tablet, office supplies 168.12. So values will be intact. It's just a visual representation. This doesn't look so good, so I click back to the stacked bar chart. So now you understood the difference between stacked bar chart and column bar chart. Okay, and now we have the clustered bar chart. What is the clustered bar chart? I will take the one chart and I will show you the difference between these charts. Okay, clustered bar chart, if I convert this chart as a clustered bar chart, what will happen? I'll click in it. Here you can see what happened here is, for each of the category we have a multiple bars. Okay, stacked. It's not stacked, it is clustered. Okay, if I click here, earlier what was happened, if you have noticed, we have only one bar for each of the category. If I click on the stack bar chart, you can see one bar. This is one horizontal bar for one category. Okay, and legends are stacked on it with the different colors. But if I click on clustered bar chart, what will happen? We have a different bars. We have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, depending on 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 7 products, we have 7 bars here for each of the category. This is called the clustered bar chart. If you want to show like this, you can show it. If you wanted, if you feel like it is very stacked and it is very clumsy, I don't want to show it, I wanted every colors, I wanted to show only one bar, and this legend will be distributed among that same bar. So click on stacked bar chart. It will be you will be able to see the visual like that. But if you wanted to say no, I don't, I want a different bars, so clustered bar chart is for you. Okay, say similar thing, clustered bar chart, clustered column chart, it will transpose it. Okay, so you can see here for office supply, for each of the category, if you click on tablet, the tablet category, okay, tablet product for each of the category, and the sales for each of the category will be visible here. Okay, and for see different, if I click on hair stack, so you understood the difference between the clustered bar chart and the stack bar chart. In stack bar chart, we have only one bar, and the colors or legend will be distributed among the same bar for each of the categories. And when we talk about the clustered bar chart, so what will happen? We have a different clusters, we have a different bars for each of the categories. Legends are distributed among the different bars. Okay, so this is a difference. Now coming to 100%. Now what is this 100% bar chart? We have already have a stack bar chart. So what is this 100% stack bar chart? If I click to the stack bar chart, so we'll go back to here. Okay, this is our original stack bar chart. So what is the difference between this stack bar chart and the 100% stack? What is the difference? Click on the stack 100 bar chart to see. Okay, what have you noticed? it came till the end point. If you go back original, here you can see for electronics, if I click on tablets, it is 214.4, and this area is not, all area of the canvas is not been utilized. But if I click on the 100% stack bar chart, so what will happen, it is giving me the area will be covered. Okay, the bar will be entire, will cover the entire canvas. Okay, from here. And the important thing is it is giving the percentage. So the thing is, whenever you wanted to show to your business stakeholders the percentage total, wanted to compare for each of the products, like this has contributed 0.02 k percent of the total sale. Okay, printer, where is the printer, click on this printer. Printer has done only 10%. Okay, done 20% of the sale, it done 12% of the sale, it done 13% of the total. Okay, if you have to compare, in that case you have to use what, you have to use your 100% stack chart, where you have to out of the 100%, how much percentage each of the category has done the sales. If you have that type of the requirement, you will go with this 100% stack bar chart. But if you wanted to show the generalize, okay, this much is been done. Okay, 240 14.84 k product has been sold out. Tablet of the electronic categories has been sold out, but we don't want to show the share, like how much out of 100%, how much has been. So we are not comparing, we are just giving the total sale of this particular. But in 100% stack, 100% bar chart, we are comparing the performance of tablet with the different other products. In that case, we will go 100% stack chart. Here you can show, okay, in the electronics category, who will lead 14%, 15%, okay, 13%, 13%, 13%, 12%. So who will lead here? 20%, I think 20%. So who will lead? Electronic tablet category is leading here. Okay, in the furniture category, who is leading here? You can see I believe 17%, 16%, 13%, 16%, 17%. So what is this? What is this? This is a laptop. Okay, so laptop category in the furniture, laptop product in the furniture category is leading here. Okay, so this, if you wanted to compare, in that case you will go to the 100% bar chart. Similarly, you can go back here, you change it to the stack column chart, and here you can see this is the revenue, not sorry, not revenue, this is the total sale for office supply. And if you wanted to see the performance of tablet on the with respect to others category, so in that case you can go to the 100% column chart. So here you can see the percentage. Okay, this is very handy when you wanted to see. Now I'll show you one more type of click on new page, and here I'll go to clustered bar chart. Okay, I drag it over here, and this is the customer category. I select this sales data, and here I wanted to see for what you call um, for reason basis. On reason basis, what are the total sales on reason basis? Okay, so here we can see we have north, east, west, central, south. So these are the reasons, and I wanted to see how much sold sales. Now these are the two metrics, one is region, one is total sales. But if I wanted to see on the store location, I wanted to add one more matrix I wanted to see. So this store location, I will put it in the legend. Okay, store location, I'll put it in the legend. Now you can see, so I have selected this clustered bar chart. It is coming like this. Okay, we have 4. I'll maximize it. You can see I click on store. So this store bar on each of the region is showing here. Okay, if I click on store B, it is coming like this, store C, store D. So now this is coming like this. Now you can see there is no data labels coming here. Okay, as compared to the previous report, here we have the data labels, C00, all these things. Why it is not coming? Because we have not added here. What we are doing here, let me maximize it here. When I click on it, or when I mouse over, a tooltip will be generated. Okay, which will give the detail. I wanted to show the data labels. What we can see, let's select this report and go to the filters. Here we can search for data labels. Okay, data labels is off, so we have to make it on. So now it is coming. Now it is showing. If you wanted to show the data labels only on store A, store B, or C, let's suppose I wanted to show on store A only. Okay, let's see what will happen here. store A. Where is store A? Store A. Okay. Or I wanted to store B, show this for on this for this series, or I'll make it on. And let's suppose I wanted this to be, these data labels are coming outside of this bar. I wanted to make this data label inside of the bar. So for that, what we have to do the positioning. Okay, these are the values. To change the values, this is basically data labels are visible, but in order to change this value and positioning, we have this values. Some of you see here, display unit. If you wanted to see the display unit to be 1000, it is coming in 1000. If you want it in a million, it will come in the million. Billion is looking fine. And if you wanted it to position inside outside, where it is inside outside details, if you wanted to show the details, you can add them more detail here, but I don't want to add kind of any kind of the details here. Let me keep it off. So this kind of things you can make changes here. Where is the positioning? Title. If you wanted to make some title, no series name, you can give the title also. Okay. And data label, display unit. Okay, I think that is display unit. I'm not getting. Okay, this is auto. This is coming inside the value. Okay. Okay, let's remove. Here we'll go to data labels. Inside that we have values. We inside the values we have color, transparency. Okay. Okay, scroll, come display unit. Okay, here we have a display unit, millions, and value decimal, so blank. Positioning, I'm not getting where is. Okay, one more thing you can see here. Can you see here one dotted line vertical? That is called the grid lines. This is by default, it is on. I wanted to remove it, so we can remove it. If you wanted to give kind of some what you call background and all, you can just this title is on. If you wanted to give some, what is the title at the moment? Sum of total. If you go back to the report, sum of total price by reason. If you don't want this title, okay, if you wanted to give some good title here, so what you can say, total sales by region and store. So total sales by region and store. If you wanted it to make it bold, you can do it. If you wanted to, keep it in center, you can keep it in center. So all those things you can do it. It's all up to you how much you interactive you can make it. And if you wanted to show what you call divider spacing effects, background is comes under the effect, and here it is white. You can change it to some kind of color like this, so it becomes good. Now the total sales by reason, now it's coming like that. Okay, the same bar chart, some same clustered, you can change it to your what you call clustered column chart. Okay, sorry. I have to select this and then I have to change it. So now it is coming like this. Okay, you can make it as a stack bar chart. So now you understood what is the difference between the clustered, and I think this looks good in a structure like this, right? This looks good. So we'll keep whatever looks good to your eyes and it makes sense, also it gives the correct information, you can keep it. So this way we can keep it. I think you understood what is the difference between stack chart and clustered column chart, or 100%. If you wanted to change it, okay, in 100%, let's change in 100% stack column chart. Okay, let's delete it, select this first and then change it to 100%. So what will happen, it looks very weird, but the thing is it giving entire, okay, and it is giving the comparison. So I'll go back to your this thing, and I think this looks good. So I hope this video help you um, in removing the confusion between stack bar chart, where we need to use stack bar chart, where we need to use clustered column chart, all those things. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.